noticed that the teenagers of today seem to be plagued with negative emotions, negative self-belief, and negative attitudes. Yet in Australia, we're probably one of the luckiest countries in terms of the wealth that we have. Most of us have roofs over our heads and enough food to eat, and kids get to go to school. So why is it that our youngsters are so stressed? If you look to the social media, you'll find quite a lot of answers, because what we're focusing on there a lot of the time is the things that are going wrong in the world. The increased crime, the global financial crisis, the fact that we have volcanoes blowing up and tsunamis and earthquakes all around us. Little wonder then that that's what our teenagers are focusing on. See, self-talk is a result of the experience that we have in the world. So if you were to take two kids out to a sporting match, one that absolutely loved sport and the other one that didn't, when they came home and told the story about it, it would be quite different. The one that loved sport would have focused on all the fantastic things that they liked about the sport, and that's what they would talk about. The one that didn't would have focused on how much they didn't like the sport and how much they didn't want to be there and everything that was wrong about it. So the experience was exactly the same, and yet the internal representation or the pictures that they've made up in their mind about these events were completely different. And their little self-talk or their little inner voice will be the commentary on this experience. Now, in life, what we focus on is what we get. Have you ever noticed that when you've bought a new car, how suddenly everyone else seems to have the same colour and model of car, and you never noticed that before? This is just because your focus has changed. You're now more aware of it. In a very similar way, we can be teaching our youngsters, as well as ourselves, how to be focusing on the positive things that are happening to us in our life, so that we notice these more and they become more of our reality. In our program Pieces of 8, we teach teenagers how self-talk is formed in a very simple way, so that people as young as 11 and 12 years old can grasp the concept of why it is that they have these voices that are saying either good or bad things in their mind. We then do an interactive game which teaches them how the focus in their life changes the outcome and the results that they have. We then go through a process where we look at how this very important information can be linked to their lives and steps that they can take to ensure that going forward they're focusing on the positive things in life. The feedback that we've had from the students and parents is that the program is fun and entertaining whilst teaching them valuable life skills that they can take on into their future. If you'd like more information about the program and where your nearest available program is running, please send me an email down below and we'll be in contact with you.